start, as I was saying, with a breathing exercise, just to ground ourselves. And it's also, I find it nice, I have a lot of allergies, and so for example, this technique is good to kind of like clear up the airways. So let me just do one thing. Okay, so in case you have never done that, you probably have done it in other classes, but the alternate nostrils breathing is simply when we use the thumb and the pinky to alternate to close one nostrils at a time. So we will be inhaling through one nostril. So for example, if we start by closing the right nostrils, and we're just going to do it just one time to try, we're going to inhale through the left nostrils. When you get to the top of the inhale, you block with the pinky the left nostrils, and you exhale through the right. And then you're going to inhale again through the same nostrils. So every time we inhale and exhale through one nostrils, and then we close it and we flow onto the other side. Okay, so we'll be doing it a few times, and if at any point it gets too much, or you feel like you're not liking it, feel free to just stop it and breathe normally. But otherwise, it should be a nice again exercise to clear up the airways and bring some balance between the left and the right side. All right, so let's get ready. Let's just sit comfortably. Let's take one deep inhale with both nostrils, just to feel all the air coming in, and then exhaling through the mouth. And then we start. So let's bring the thumb onto the right nostrils and inhale through the left. When you get to the top, you close your left nostrils and you exhale through the right. And then inhaling through the same nostril, so the right. Block the right and let the flow out of the left. And then inhaling again through the left nostril. Closing the left nostrils and exhaling through the right. Let's do it a few more times at your own pace. Maybe you close your eyes and you just concentrate and bring your attention to the air coming in. And maybe you notice how one nostril is maybe less clear than the other one. And also try to make each inhale and each exhale as long as possible. If you can do it a few more times, I also invite you to maybe at the top of your inhale to take just one little pause without air and then exhaling out. Let's do it 2 more times each side. Inhaling 1 more time. Exhaling through the opposite nostril. And then let go of your hand. Maybe keep your eyes closed and just take one deep inhale through both nostrils. And exhale through the mouth. Let's take just one moment to notice your mental state. How are you feeling today? Maybe now you feel like your airways are clear. Feeling the contact of your legs with the floor. Your spine is lengthening. Your shoulders are dropping. Taking one more deep inhale through the nose. And exhaling out. And then slowly opening the eyes, coming back into the room. Ready for today's practice. So let's come on the mat, laying down. So we're gonna lay on the back and keep your legs bent. So we're down on the mat, the knees are touching. And again, let's take just one deep inhale, feel the contact of the whole back onto the floor. Maybe you engage your abs just a tiny bit so that you flatten the back, so you don't have the little curve in the lower back. Nice. Now with the next inhale, extend the right leg towards the ceiling. So the left leg is still bent and the right leg is straight up. And then maybe you bring your hands behind your knee or your leg, and you just do a few pulsations, so bringing the leg towards your chest. A few times. You add a little bit of sorry, I don't have the word at the moment. Never mind. So just bring the leg towards yourself. Just a few more times. Feel the activation of your calf, maybe of the hamstring, the leg. And then let's do a few rotations of a few circles with your foot. So in one direction, the other direction. Maybe you even spread your toes. You just move your toes a little bit. Nice. And then bend the knee and bring the knee closer to your right armpit. So you're bringing it to a bit diagonally towards your right. And then you can stay here, or maybe you extend the left leg. If you want a little bit more stretching, making sure that the left hip stays grounded. So maybe you even use your left hand onto your left hip. And the left foot is flexed. And then maybe you bring your leg into half happy baby. So we bring the knee and the leg in a 90-degree angle, and then we either stay here, or maybe we grab the external part of the right foot. And again, the left leg is super engaged. It's really active. The left foot is flexed. And again, you try to bring your right knee towards your right shoulder. And if this doesn't work, you can always just hold on to your back knee. And just breathe. Let's take a few deep inhale and exhales. And really almost bring your oxygen and the air into your right leg. One more deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, just let go of your right leg and extend the right leg down with the left. If you feel the difference, I always like to notice how the leg that has worked feels different. And now let's bend the right knee, bringing the right foot onto the floor, and then let's extend the left leg up. And again, let's do a few pulsations with the leg, starting to activate the left side. Maybe you, again, do a few circles with your left foot. One side, and your toes. Even try to spread the toes. It's a great exercise, so try to also bring your big toe away from the other toes, like just move in the toes. Oftentimes we don't spend a lot of time on our toes. So a few more times, and then from here, bend the left knee and start to bring the knee closer to your left shoulder. And maybe you press a little bit your leg, and then you stay here, or maybe you extend the right leg towards the floor. And again, this time the right leg is super active, the right foot is flexed, and maybe I even use one hand onto your right hip to help ground. Opening the leg. And then we come into half happy baby. So maybe you just bend your leg and you hold on to your knee, or maybe with the left hand you come and catch the external part of your left foot. And again, the right leg is super engaged. We're just warming up the hips, the hip flexor, the muscle that allows your hips to move. And then again, take a few deep inhale and really bring the air into your left leg. The shoulders are down. Nice. And then let go of your left leg. Extend both legs onto the floor. Just take one moment. Nice. And then bring both knees into your chest. And maybe we do a full happy baby, but we're not super warm. So just maybe you just open the legs, spread them wide, and grab behind your knee if full happy baby is not available yet. Making sure that your back stays grounded. Maybe we extend one leg at a time. Just playing your movements. Just see what happens. What does your body need today? I like to rock on my back. Nice. And then just bring your knees into your chest and make a little ball and start rolling onto your spine. Maybe you're massaging your spine if that feels good. Nice. And then let's meet in a seated position. Maybe you cross your legs, and let's just do a few exercises for our shoulders. I'm just gonna take one layer off. Nice. So now from here, grab your right elbow. Just bring your left hand onto your right elbow and start to bring the right arm over to the left. Trying to keep your spine tall. It's just the arm that moves. One more deep inhale. Exhale, let go of the arm. And then this time, bend the right arm again. And then the right elbow is pointing up. And the right hand is behind my back. Now you can stay here, or maybe with the left arm, you bend the left elbow and maybe you try to reach for your hands. But if you don't find your hands, it doesn't matter. Just try to, again, just open your chest. Take a few deep inhale and exhales. And then slowly release the grip. And then let's do it on the other side. So first we gently pull the left arm towards the right. Inhaling in your shoulder blades. Exhale, let go. Bend the left elbow behind your neck, and maybe with the right arm you find your left hand. Maybe you find that this is the side is you have more mobility or not. It's always funny, interesting to see how one side I'm always able to grab my hands, and the other side I'm just barely finding my fingers. One more deep inhale. Exhale, let go of the grip. And with the next inhale, bring both arms straight in front of you. Now from here, cross the hands, one on top of each other. So we can start with the right over, it doesn't matter. And then rotate the hands so that you can actually interlace the fingers. And then let's do a few movements where we just inhale and bring the hands inside and out, just to warm up the wrists. Just a few times. Trying to keep your shoulders up. You don't have to go all the way, as much as it feels comfortable. Nice. And then let go of your arms. Right hand comes onto the floor. As we inhale, the left arm reaches up. Lengthening the left side. Exhale back to the center. Left arm down. Right arm reaches up. Long stretch. Back to center. One more time, each side. Inhaling. Left arm reaches up. Exhale down. Inhale. And exhale down. let's bring both arms to the front. And then this time we're going to interlace the arms the opposite way. So before I brought the right arm on top, so I'm going to bring the left arm on top. And then again, I turn the palms facing each other. Let's do a few more rounds of this movement to warm up the wrist, the arms, the shoulders. Nice. Great. Now let's just release both hands. And let's come onto our tabletop. So just bring your shoulders forward. And a few rounds of cat and cow. So, as you know, the shoulders are on top of the wrists, the hip on top of the knees, and then with each inhale, we drop the belly down, lengthening the spine. And as we exhale, we push onto the floor, rounding the spine. And let's do it a few times at your own pace. Maybe you even close your eyes and just follow your breath. Let's remember that this is your practice. I always invite you to follow your own rhythm. Modify whatever is needed. Nice. And then maybe we even do we add a little movement in the hips, the shoulders, maybe the neck, whatever feels good. Nice. And now let's start with our first sequence. So as I was saying today, we're going to be doing a few simple sequences, but we will be repeating them for several times. And I really invite you to, if at any point you feel like you've memorized the sequence and you want to do it at your own rhythm, you can close your eyes and just go for it. And we're really inviting fluidity in the body, to let all the fluids that maybe oftentimes because we're not moving as much, they might feel stagnant. So the first flow is we're gonna tuck your toes under. With the next inhale, you lift your knees just a tiny bit. So you're engaging the core, using the shoulders. One deep inhale, and exhale, extend the legs, coming into downward facing dog. So first downward facing dog, you just walk your feet a few times. Let's take one deep inhale. Exhaling, bringing the knees down and coming into child pose. We come into the hips, onto the heels. Inhaling, lifting up, tabletop, bending the elbows and coming down, knees, chest, chin. Coming onto the floor. Inhaling, lifting up for baby cobra, just a tiny lift. Exhale, come down. Curling your toes under. Coming back into tabletop. So we are at the starting point. So let's do it one more time. Inhale, preparing to lift the knees just a few inches. Inhale. Exhale, extend the legs, downward facing dog. With the next inhale, we're saying downward facing dog. Exhaling, bending the knees, child pose. With your next inhale, lift for tabletop, bending the elbows, knees, chest, chin, coming all the way onto the floor. Inhaling for baby cobra. And exhale, coming down, curling your toes under, coming back into tabletop. And here we are again. So we'll be doing it 3 more times, okay? So I'll just guide the inhale, exhale in each movement. And again, if in any of these positions doesn't work for you, feel free to modify. So inhaling, crawling your toes under, lifting the knees, and we stay here for a moment. Exhale, extend the legs down, facing dog. Taking one deep inhale here. Exhale, knees down, child pose. Inhaling, coming back to tabletop. Exhale, bending the knees, knees, chest, chin, all the way down. Inhaling, baby cobra. Exhale, down, tabletop. Great. 2 more times. Inhaling, lifting the knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, downward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees, child pose. Inhaling, lifting right away, tabletop. Exhale, bending the elbows, knees, chest, chin. Inhaling, cobra. Exhale, down, crawling your toes under, tabletop position. Let's do it one more time if you feel like, otherwise you can always wait in child pose. Inhaling, lifting the knees just a tiny bit. Exhale, extend the legs, downward facing dog. Inhaling, downward facing dog. Exhale, knees down, child pose. Inhaling, shifting to table. Exhale, bending the elbows, knees, chest, chin, all the way down. Inhaling, cobra. Exhale, down, crawling your toes under, tabletop position. Nice. And now from here, let's just meet in child pose. Bringing the hips down. Let's extend the arms, so the arms are active, the elbows are up, and the head is heavy onto the floor. Let's walk the hands towards the right, so that we stretch the left side. The next inhale, back to the center, and then walking the hands all the way to the left side, stretching the right side. The next inhale, bring the hands facing forward, coming into tabletop, and then finding our way to downward facing dog again. So crawling the toes under, lifting the hips up. Let's find 3 cycles of breath in our dog or child pose. Always up to you. The heels are reaching down, the index are facing forward, and the weight is equally distributed between the arms and the knee and the legs. So always maybe you bend the knees, lifting the hips. With the next inhale, start to slowly walk your feet to the front of your mat, in between both hands. Inhaling halfway up, shine your heart. And as you exhale, fall forward. Maybe you bend the knees so that your chest is fully relaxed onto your legs. Now with your next inhale, bend the knees and come all the way up. Arms above your head and in front of your heart. Coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Nice. Let's take one moment here to find our roots. Through the feet, we're anchoring ourselves to the ground. Shoulders are open, spine is long, and the tailbone is reaching down. With the next inhale, reach up with both arms. And as you exhale, hinge from your hips and fall forward. With your next inhale, lift halfway up, shine your heart. And as you exhale, fall forward. Bring the hands onto the floor and slowly walk your feet back, downward facing dog. Take one deep inhale, then exhale through the mouth. With your next inhale, right leg reaches up. So we're in 3-legged dog. As you exhale, right knee inside your arms to the front of your mat. Sorry. And then lower your left knee down, coming into low lunge. So as you inhale, you bring your upper body up and your arms reaching towards the ceiling. Nice. One deep inhale. Exhale, both arms down, right leg back, 3-legged dog, maybe with the right leg up, and then right foot meet the left, downward facing dog. Let's do it onto the other side. Inhaling, left leg reaches up. Exhale, shift your weight forward, left foot to the front, low lunge, right knee down. Inhaling, lifting up. Let's take one more deep inhale. Exhale, both arms down, lifting the right knee, left leg back, three-legged dog. And then both feet down, down facing dog. So this was our second sequence. So we're gonna do it 2 more times each side. And again, if at any point you want to follow your own rhythm, feel free. So with the next inhale, right leg reaches up. Exhale, shift the weight forward, right foot to the front, left knee down, inhaling, high lunge. Exhale, both hands down, left knee up, three-legged dog, right leg back. And then down. Onto the other side. Left leg reaches up. Exhale, shifting the way forward, right knee down, inhaling up. Exhale, both arms down, right knee comes up, left leg back, three-legged dog. And then downward facing dog. Let's take 2 deep inhale and exhale. Nice, and we have 2 more times to go each side. So inhaling, right leg comes up. Exhale, shift the weight forward, right leg forward, left knee down. Inhaling, low lunge, lifting up. Exhale, hands down, three-legged dog. And then downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, shift forward, left foot to the front, right knee down. Exhale, down. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Left foot down. One more side. Inhaling, right leg up. Left knee down. Inhaling, low lunge. Exhale, hands down, three-legged dog. Last side, inhaling, left leg reaches up. Exhale, left foot to the front. Right knee down. Hands down, three-legged dog. And then downward facing dog. And now from here, bend the knees, coming into child pose again. Your head is heavy. Maybe this time you bend your elbows so that the elbows are touching down, bringing both palms together. Maybe you bring your palms behind your neck. And really inhale with your back. Nice. And then release both hands down. Slowly making your way into tabletop position. Next. So when you're in table, now we will be doing our third sequence that we will be repeating. So inhale, exhale, extend the right leg parallel to the floor. And then you decide, maybe you just stay here, or maybe you extend the left arm. And with the next inhale, knee to elbow, we round the spine using the abs. Inhale, extend, bringing the left hand down, and then this time when we round, we bring the right foot to the front. Nice. Oh no, sorry, I'm lost. I was repeating sorry, let's go back to table. Forget this last part. So, inhaling, extending the right leg, Lifting the right leg parallel to the floor. Take one deep inhale here. Exhale, right leg over the left, crossing over. This we're gonna just doing it one time to stretch your right side. Taking a look over your left shoulder. Nice. And then bring the right leg extended towards the floor again, and then this time the right heel comes down, and then the left foot kicks back. So we're coming into our gate pose. So the right foot is firmly pressing onto the floor. Both arms are in line. Let's take one deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. And then with your next inhale, maybe you start to slowly bring the right hand onto your leg. And as you push with the left arm, we come into an extended position. Perfect. So with the next inhale, left arm reaches up, right hand onto your leg. And as you exhale, the left arm comes down, and maybe we lift the right leg up. So this is going to be our movement. So inhaling here, and as you exhale, the right leg comes down, pushing with the left hand, coming into reversed gait. Really lengthening the left side, big inhale. Exhale, left hand down, coming into gait. With the right leg that can stay extended or just on the floor. Up to you. Inhale. Exhale, right foot down, lifting up, reversing the gait. Inhale. Exhale, left arm down. 3 more times at your own pace. Maybe you even close your eyes and you take it as a moving meditation. Inhaling. Lifting up, reversing the gait. Exhaling down. Inhaling, lifting. And exhaling down. 2 more. If you feel like it. Otherwise, you can always stay in one of the 2 positions. One last time. Coming into our gate pose with the right leg up or down. And then bringing both arms onto the floor, tabletop position. Nice. And then let's do it onto the other side. So left leg extends. And then lifting the left leg up. And then let's do the crunch onto this side just to be symmetrical. So extend the right arm towards the front. We're creating a long line. Taking one deep inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Inhale, extend. And then bringing the right arm down, left leg over the right. So we're crossing the legs, doing our stretch onto the right side. Feeling the left side extending. Big inhale. Exhale, back to center. Left foot comes down. Right heel reaches down as we prepare for gait onto the other side. So the right leg kicks back. Coming onto the right arm as we open with the left arm up. Let's take a moment here. And now we will be doing the same movements we did before. So with the next inhale, use your core. Maybe you push with that right hand onto the floor as we reverse the gait. So right arm reaches up. Exhale, right arm down, left leg maybe lifts up. And then 5 more times. Inhaling, I lift up, reversing. Exhale down. 4. You can even sigh, really make noise with your breath. No one can hear you. 2 more. Inhaling. This can be as low or as fast as you want. Last one. Inhaling, reversing. And as you exhale, right arm down, left hand down, tabletop position. And then let's do a downward facing dog or a child pose if you need a break. So crawling the toes under and slowly lifting the hips up. And let's take 3 deep inhales and exhales here or in child pose, up to you. One more deep inhale. Exhaling through the mouth. Feeling the heels reaching down. Now with your next inhale, start to walk your hands towards your feet. We're coming to the back of your mat. We're folding forward. Maybe we bend the knees, interlacing the fingers behind your lower back, giving our shoulders a nice stretch. And again, give really space to your lower back. So maybe you bend the knees as much as you need today. Let your head hang. And then release the grip. And then slowly bending the knees and coming to Tadasana. So bringing both arms towards the ceiling. And then hands in front of your heart. And by your side. Nice. Let's do one more side stretch. Inhaling, bringing both arms towards the ceiling. Grabbing the left wrist and then slowly tilting towards your right. So making sure that both feet are still grounding onto the floor. Exhale back to center. Maybe you grab the left wrist. Inhaling, lifting up first, and then exhale towards the left. Nice. Inhaling, bringing everything up. And as you exhale, fall forward. All the way down. Nice. And then from here, bring your hands onto the floor and slowly make your way into downward facing dog. Let's take one deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Now with your next inhale, left leg reaches up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, shift your way forward, left foot in between both hands. Now this time we can keep the right knee up or down, up to you. As we inhale, high lunge, so bringing the upper body up. The left knee is bent as much as it feels comfortable. You don't have to go all the way down. Right leg is super active. Big inhale. As you exhale, right heel down, opening for warrior 2. Coming to warrior 2. Arms parallel. With the next inhale, left palm reaches up, peaceful warrior. And then exhale, warrior 2. We're gonna be doing this 5 more times. At any point, you can bring your legs straight and just do the upper body movement, all right? So coming to warrior 2, inhaling, reversing, peaceful warrior. And then exhale, warrior 2. 4 more times. Inhaling. Three. 2. 1 last time, reversing peaceful. Exhale, warrior 2. Extend the front leg if you had it bent, and then triangle. So really first, as usual, shifting onto your left hip, reaching with the left hand, and then left hand either on the block or your shin. So pressing with the left arm down, opening towards the right. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, bring the right arm down, both hands onto the floor, parallel your feet. Coming onto facing your long side of the mat. Inhaling, bring both hands basically underneath your shoulders, and we're gonna do a halfway up with the legs wide. So inhaling, lifting the back up, and exhaling down. 2 more times. Inhaling, you lift your torso, and as you exhale down. 1 more time. Inhaling up, and as you exhale, fall forward. And then slowly walk your hands towards your left foot, lifting the right heel, coming to the front of your mat. So right foot meet the left to the front. Inhaling halfway up, shine your heart. And then exhale down. And with the next inhale, bend the knees and come all the way up. Arms above your head and in front of your heart. Nice. Let's find a moment in our Tadasana before we move on to the other side. Nice. With your next inhale, bring both arms up, lengthening the spine. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fall forward. Inhaling, halfway up, shine your heart. And as you exhale, fall forward. Bring the hands onto the floor, slowly make your way back, downward facing dog. With your next inhale, when you're ready, right leg reaches up. And as you exhale, right foot in between both hands to the front of your mat. Inhaling, leg lifting up for a high lunge with the left knee up or down, up to you. Spending just 1 moment here, strong legs. As you exhale, left heel down, opening warrior 2. So then again, we're going to be doing our peaceful movement. So at any point, you can always lengthen the front leg. So warrior 2, both arms are parallel. Inhaling, right palm reaches up, reverse your warrior. And exhale, coming back, warrior 2. 4 more times, your rhythm. Breathe. Maybe even close your eyes, just follow your movement and trust your body. 1 last time, inhaling up. Exhale, warrior 2, extend the front leg, coming into our triangle. So first reach with the right arm, and then the right hand comes onto your block or your leg. Opening towards your left arm reaches up. Imagining a wall behind you. My back is pressing against the wall. Big inhale. As you exhale, both hands down, parallel the feet 1 more time, wide legs. And then 3 times the same movement with it before. So bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, inhaling, lengthening the spine, and exhale down. 2 more times. Inhaling up. And exhale forward. Just let go of your neck. Maybe a few yes and no's. Nice. And now from here, just pivot bringing your heels slightly forward, slightly inward towards each other, bending the knees, and maybe you bring both hands onto your knees, lifting up. Just warming up the legs again, just a little longer. Maybe you bring the right shoulder in towards the center, stretching the right side. And then back to the center, and then the left shoulder in. Back to center, and then let go. Bring both hands down, parallel your feet, and slowly bring your feet together. Coming into the middle of your mat. Inhaling, lifting up halfway. Exhaling, forward fold. With your next inhale, bend the knees and come all the way up. Arms above your head. And in front of your heart. Nice. And we're done with our standing sequences. So just find your way sitting onto the floor. However you feel. So it's 5 to 1 because we started a bit later. I'm gonna take 10 more minutes after 1, but if you have to go or you have anything to do, just feel free to up off the call at any point. So let's just bring the feet hip distance apart and slowly bring in the, just release your back down. Let's do a few bridge lifts. So as you know, the heels are, the feet are parallel, heels fairly close to our hands. Inhaling, lifting the hips up, and then exhaling down. 5 more times. You can decide whether you want to use your arms as well. So as you inhale, you press with your feet, lifting the hips up, maybe the arms follow. And then exhale down. 4 more times if you feel like it. Starting to lengthen your exhale as long as you can. Two more times. One last time. Maybe you hold the bridge for a little longer. Knees parallel, glutes are engaged and active. And then exhale, fall down. And over, down. Nice. Now bringing both knees sort of to your chest, give yourself a nice hug. You roll into your spine, coming on into a twist. So slowly just, I like to lift my hips just a few inches, bring them to the left, again, few inches, and then bringing the knees into our chest, and then let the knees fall to the right. And as usual, if you need some support for your legs, you can put a block or a pillow, and then just open the arms into a T. Making sure the left shoulder stays down, maybe you gaze towards the left. Start to let your body rest. Soften into our twist. You start to close your eyes and go inward. And with each exhale, you feel your body softening a little more. Now with your next inhale, use your core, or you can use your arms to help support your legs, bring them to the center. And then first repositioning our hips to the middle line. And then when you're ready, coming onto the other side. So maybe you lift your hips a tiny bit, bring them to the right, knees into your chest, and then you let them fall towards the left. Opening the arms into a T. Maybe gazing towards the right. And again, making sure that you're fully comfortable, so you can let go of your legs, your shoulders. with your legs. Inhale, use your core to bring the legs back to center. Bringing the feet down. And then we will be doing the same movements we did at the beginning. And I invite you to notice if you feel any difference now that the body is hopefully warmer. So first, we inhale, we bring the knee into the chest, the right knee. And then maybe you push your right knee towards your shoulder. Holding onto your right knee, maybe you extend the left leg towards the floor. Taking a few cycles of breath and really notice if maybe now your right leg can come even closer to your chest and your right shoulder. The left leg is active. And then coming into half happy baby. So we bend and we release the leg and we make a 90-degree angle. And then maybe we grab the right foot. And maybe we notice, for example, I have a lot more mobility and I feel like I can bring my right leg farther than before. And it's not about how far we go, it's more about what did we gain in the practice in terms of openness and mobility of the joints. Maybe you notice that it's exactly as at the beginning, and that's okay. You just grab the behind the knee. And then exhale, let go of the right leg. And then onto the other side. So inhaling, left knee comes to your chest. Maybe we start with the right knee bend. Bringing the knee closer to your left shoulder. Then maybe you extend the right leg. And then again, the right hip stays grounded. Maybe we feel the hip flexor, the muscle inside the right hip that gives us the freedom to open the leg, to move the hip. And now from here, half happy baby. So maybe we come and grab the external part of our left leg. And again, maybe it's not like the right. For example, my left side is not as open, it's not as mobile as the right. And I just notice it. I say here, I'll grab the left knee. Remembering to engage your core so your back is firmly onto the floor. One more deep inhale. Exhale, let go of the left leg. Extend both legs to the front. And then if you want, we can do one happy baby with both legs up. So slowly bringing your knees into your chest, bringing your knees towards your shoulders or opening the hips. The legs and knees. And then maybe we grab both feet at the same time. And again, this might not feel comfortable and you just grab the knees. Maybe you extend one leg at a time. Just be like a happy baby. You can play with the positions. There's no right or wrong. Just do whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, you can keep playing. You can add any other movement or position you want before we move into Shavasana, our final pose. So both legs are extended, making sure you don't touch any prop. Maybe you want to cover yourself if you know that your body tends to get cooler in Shavasana. And then opening the arms by your side. Maybe the palms are facing up. For the next few moments, I just invite you to be here, now on your mat. There's really nothing else we need to do, and nowhere else we need to be. Feeling the gratitude for yourself, for taking the time to practice to move your body. And just relax every muscle of your body. There's no need to hold on to anything at the moment. Let go of your thoughts, of your worries. Let them wash away, let them fall onto the floor. Your forehead is relaxed. Your eyes are relaxed. Your shoulders, your arms, and your hands are fully relaxed. Your chest is relaxed. And your belly is relaxed. Your hips, your tailbone, your knees, your heels, your ankles are fully relaxed. Let the front body melt onto the back, onto your mat. Feel the support of the earth. And almost as if you were watching the clouds outside, just pay attention to your thoughts. And if you see any thought, almost like a cloud, just let it go, let it pass. And go back to a beautiful blue sky. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Bringing movement into the body. Wiggling your toes, your fingers. And you bring your arms behind your back. Give yourself a nice full stretch. As you exhale, you slowly make your way onto your right side. You keep your eyes closed. And lifting, making your way up into a seated position. And when you're ready, I'd like you to bring your hands on top of your heart. I always like to end my practice by just feeling my heart beating. Noticing my mind. Maybe it's calmer. Let's take one deep inhale through the nose. And exhaling out through the mouth. One more time, inhaling through the nose. And then exhale, let go of anything that no longer serves you. And then when you're ready, slowly start to open your eyes and make your way into the room. Just noticing how you feel. And again, thanking yourself for taking the time to